This next video will be more about EV minerals, and because I don't think we really, this will explain it a lot better to me.
Where are 54% of electric vehicles made globally?
I don't know about that number.
The answer is China. Where is 73% of cobalt refining?
Probably China.
Where is most cobalt mining performed?
Most of that sourcing is in Africa.
China has the majority. 77% of electric vehicle cathodes are made in China. 92% of anodes are made in China. 66% of battery cells are assembled in China. The New York Times recently did a report on this. They said, can the world make an electric car battery without China? Their conclusion, the only winner so far is China. My question is, why would we want to make our auto industry dependent on supply chains in China? Why is that a good idea?
We don't.
Then why are you doing it?
The entire point of this conversation, the entire point of this hearing is to domesticate and make more reliable the sourcing of the materials.
Then why are you shutting down critical mining in the United States?
We're not.
You are. Why did you close the Twin Metals mine in this country earlier this
year? Yeah. So I think that just kind of talks about what we just mentioned is, what can we do to bring some of this stuff back and make here? I don't know if we have the cobalt mines, though. Do we have? I know we can make lithium.
I'm not sure. Aren't we making a deal with a couple other countries right now?
Yeah.
And, but here's about the thing, right? Just for good business, right? When you buying a product, let's say you're buying a parts, we always try to have a couple of vendors. We get 3 quotes, right? Mm-hmm. That's a good practice.
Yep.
Get 3 quotes, but you don't want to have one country or one company or one,
area
organization
be your own resource
to basically control everything. We don't know who's gonna be whatever their rulers are there. We don't know who's gonna be there like next 20, 30 years or 50 years.
The next president, the next prime minister,
whatever
they
have there. So
what wars might happen or
and
start.
what's gonna happen? Yeah. So we just forget the whole tariff, everything China. Forget name China. Forget whatever the country. Without even thinking about that, why as a good business, why we want to have one source that controlling 73% of everything pretty much, or 90% of certain things.
Yep.
And why aren't we exploring that we need at least 3 places? And
that's a good point, because actually a lot of manufacturers won't even do that anymore. A lot of even these OEMs will say, okay, you can provide us with 80% of the product, but these people are going to be able to provide the other 20%, and then also we have backup. So if you need to go more than 20%, and say there's tariffs or another eco-political issue in your country, we can take 50%, and these guys can ramp up to the other half. Right, so a lot of companies are even doing that now.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, this is just, being, it's not even a political issue. It's just a bad business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so much changes topics on you guys. For example, like the paper industry, when COVID hit, a lot of those paper manufacturers went down.
We had a plant that closed down in Bar Creek.
Yeah.
They just tore down. It's a flat ground now.
Wow.
And now with, obviously things are getting back to normal. There's only so many companies and they're like overworked. How do we keep up with the demand now? And, this is something that, as to your point, we need to have other avenues for resources. If not, we're going to be stuck on one area to go.
Even a small business owner, have that sense, right? They don't put like, yes, they may have a prime vendor, but they always have the backup plan. Where else I can get this product? Because I cannot shut down the whole thing for even a day. And imagine, whatever happens globally, and we're not able to get those products, and all of a sudden you got the way we are trying to build here is like we're trying to make everything EV, or that's our goal is. And at one point, we have to shut down the whole U.S. because all the plants, because we're not able to source. I mean, to me, just again, I gotta repeat this thing. We just do not make a business sense. Forget what country it is, what political view. it just do not make business
Yeah.
sense.
Or you ramp up what you got to do here, as in,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
for mining production, you know, do what you need to do to ramp up here in order for you not to rely on that.
You know, it just like right now, like when, you know, we have one energy source or the power source that we get power from. And because of that, they have a monopoly on it.
Yep.
And, you know, you may not have the best customer service from them.
Yep.
Just small factor as that.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
It
yeah.
affects your decision making. Customer service is very key.
Yeah.
Very key.